All right, everyone. Welcome to pool play game number 2 here in the FLOR-BAMA Super Regional NIT in Destin, Florida. USSSA. Let me start over. Welcome to the USSSA FLOR-BAMA Super Regional NIT tournament. Game number 2, pool play against the Hawks and the Wave. We'll check in a second. The scoreboard is set up ahead of time, but let's see who's in the field and who's batting first. And looks like I'm playing the lottery later because I got it right. Pure guess, because the home and visitors determined at the plate just before the game in pool play. Bracket play will be a different story. But anyway, we are live and up and running here, so glad to have you aboard. We are live here on the Hockey Sports Network. So on the mound for the Hawks is going to be Braden. Behind the plate it's going to be Jacob. Same batting lineups. The Wave will be batting first. Let's go through their batting lineup first here, and I'll get into some of the admin stuff in a minute. So leading off is going to be Barrett. He'll be followed by Anderson, Keller, Caleb, Caden, Eli, Jacob, Aiden, Davis, and Carson. On the mound for the Wave when they take the field will be Caden, and behind the plate will be Eli, and I will remind you that when they do take the field. For the Hawks on the mound again is Braden and Jacob behind the plate. Again, this is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. Glad to have you aboard. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, both on Facebook and YouTube, to help us grow the channel, enhance our capabilities. Also looking for amateur broadcasters. If you'd like to join the team and help us out here in Destin for future opportunities, please make sure you reach out to us either in the chat or on the via email at tbusssa, so it's tbussa@gmail.com. Also like to thank Tournament Director Mac Grant for his tireless efforts to pull together this great tournament up here in Destin. It's a beautiful day, not too hot. Actually, the humidity's kind of down. I'm in the shade, so that's a good thing. But even if I was in the sun, the sun would be a little warm, but that's normal, right? So, but it's definitely not like it is down in Clearwater, where we normally broadcast. So we are expanding out a bit to provide coverage across the state of Florida. And anyway, certainly enjoying bringing this to you live. We do it for you, the fans, so if you can't be here, you're able to see the kids play, as well as the kids themselves, to be able to go back and watch the games, lifelong memories, etc. So again, thank you for joining us here on the USSSA Sports Network. We are simulcast on Facebook and YouTube, so if you would subscribe and follow on both channels, that'd be great. We're also on TikTok, so check us out up there. We got some of our highlight clips up there, as well as on Instagram and also on Twitter. So you can find us just about on any social media platform that you can follow easily. So we're just about to get underway here momentarily. Again, this is game number 2, the South Walton Hawks versus Wave Baseball. The 12:40 game will be the game that will follow this one. It's scheduled for 12:40, but we're running a little bit behind, so I'm going to say it probably won't start at 12:40. There's a throw down. Umpires are still back here, and they're about ready to take the fields as we get things underway. But anyway, we got 6 games on tap. Game 1's over, and that was the Hawks taking the Tropics in the first game. Same Hawks are on the field right here against the Wave, and we're about to get things underway with Barrett stepping into the batter's box and Braden delivering his first pitch. And the pitch. Ball just a little bit up, and this game's underway. So top of the first, just getting underway here for those just joining us. Wave Baseball versus the Hawks, South Walton Hawks. Game number 2 pool play in the FLOR-BAMA Super Regional NIT. Or I'm sorry, yes, Super Regional NIT tournament. Ball inside, and it's 2-0 on Barrett. So 2 balls, no strikes. There's the pitch, ball 3. And Braden quickly falls behind here. And the first at bat. And that's ball 4. So 4 straight balls. That puts Barrett on with a leadoff single here to start things off in the first. That'll bring in Anderson. Keller's on deck. Braden comes set, delivers. Ball high. So that is 5 in a row by Braden. Again, Barrett on first base after the leadoff walk. And the 1-0 pitch. Called strike. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Braden throws over to first to make sure Barrett's not going anywhere. And Barrett's back in time. And the pitch. It's a fly ball. That's shallow center field. Center fielder's coming in. Makes the catch. And that is 1 away. Barrett will remain at first base. Also, for those of you joining us for the first time here on the channels, we also do a highlight reel at the end of the tournament with key plays. So we do 3 sections, well, actually 4 sections. We have offense, defense, pitching, and then we also have, there's a throw over by Braden to check on Barrett again. We also have the champions, whatever championship we're covering, we do an interview with the key players after the game. There's a ball high. There goes Barrett, and he's safe. So a 1-0 count to Keller. Caleb's on deck. Barrett goes into second base. And pitch. It's a ground ball back to second base. That's going to move Barrett to third. Throw over, and that's 2 down as Barrett holds it third. So brings in Caleb. Caden on deck. Again, Caden is pitching for the Wave. The 12:40 game, the one I was talking about earlier, the game that's scheduled for 12:40, but it will start at some point after that. Here's the pitch. Line shot, nice diving catch by the third baseman to end this one. Or end the top of the first, rather. Wow, what a play. Who was that made that? JJ? Jackson? Jackson, what a diving catch at third base. That's going into highlight reel for sure. And that's 3 down, so no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. At the end of a half inning, it is Wave 0, Hawks coming to bat. Coming up for the Hawks in the bottom of the first inning is going to be Bo, Dalton, and Braden. And this is Doc of the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, folks, we're back for the bottom of the first action. Hawks are going to step in, and it's going to be Bo, Dalton, and Braden. Just so you know, the reason why we go mute between innings right now, we could be advertising your business. If you have a small business you'd like to advertise with us, please reach out in the chat or via email. And I'd be glad to do that. So Bo's going to step in. Again, on the mound's Caden. Behind the plate's Eli. Glad to have you aboard. And there's the first pitch from Caden. Called strike. And bottom of the first is underway with an 0-1 count. So no balls, one strike. Bottom of the first inning is a ball up, and it's 1-1 on Bo. Again, Dalton on deck. Foul ball. And that's the first foul ball that has hit the fence up high there. It's been very fortunate. The reason I bring that up is because at times that can move the camera a bit. And we want to make sure that that's not the case. I'm glad to have you aboard. That could move the camera a bit. Make sure that that's not the case. And it's ball 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 1 away. That brings in Dalton. Braden on deck. Braden is the pitcher for the Hawks. Swing and a miss. So Caden's doing a great job on the mound so far for the Wave. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the left center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And Dalton's on. Kind of tripped over the bag there. Dalton's on with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring in Braden. On deck is Jacob. Caden goes over to first. Nice stop by the first baseman. It's number 12. That saved a runner from going to second base. That's Caleb over there. Nice job by him to get in front of that one. That's a ball, so it's going to be 1-0 to Braden. 1 out, 1 on. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Filled in by, taking him by himself to shortstop. Nice play, double play. And, wow, what a job. That ends the inning. That was Barrett at shortstop. And that is the inning. So no runs, no hits. I'm sorry, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. At the end of 1, it's a 0-0 game. And this is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. And we're back, folks. So just tell you real quick before I get into what I was going to say. The reason why we go mute is to, in case there's any music playing in the background, that we're able to make sure that we don't get any blocking of our content or anything like that. But anyway, that's why we go mute in between innings. That's why I was saying if there's businesses in the Destin area that would like to advertise with us, We're certainly glad to have you do that in the future. That way we can fill the timeouts with your business. So both top half of the first inning and the bottom half of the first inning both ended in great defensive plays. First, that diving snag on the line drive by Jackson at third, and then also that double play we just seen by Barrett taking it himself. Absolutely fantastic job by him. So great, some really great defensive play here in this pool play Saturday. Just making sure that camera angle is good and the fan is working properly to keep the camera cool. Is that for me?
No, it's mine.
Oh.
I'll just put it down so that.
All right, so Braden is about to finish his warm-ups. So Braden's still on the mound. Jacob's still behind the plate. I was told by the Wave coach that they will swap out, and it makes sense, pitchers every inning to save pitching for bracket play, which will be tomorrow. We will be covering bracket play, who we're covering and which games, etc. Will be determined tonight. And so to stay tuned tomorrow, just check out, hit that notification bell, because then you get notified when we do go live. And we'll try to have the parents get that word out as soon as possible. All right, here's the first pitch. The top of the second inning, run away. And I needed to reset the scoreboard. I didn't do that, so my apologies. There we go. All set. Called strike. So it's an 0-1 count on Caden. There's a line shot. Nice snag by the shortstop of the Hawks. And that's one away. That will bring in Eli. He'll be followed by Jacob. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Hard hit. Jackson had a little trouble with that one. That's going to allow Eli to get on with a one-out single here in the top of the second inning. Nice hard hit ball. That'll bring in Jacob. Aiden on deck. Eli is running for himself. He is the catcher for the Wave. At least he's still in there for now. And first pitch to Jacob. He's safe. Throw down by Jacob. So Jacob is batting, and there's Jacob that's catching. So Jacob that's catching threw it down to first base. And it's an 0-1. I'm sorry, excuse me, a 1-0 count to, as Braden checks on Eli's back, a 1-0 count to Jacob, the batter. I'd like to thank Wall Street Viking for joining the subscriber base. Really appreciate that. And there's a called strike and evens the count at 1-1. If you all would, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps our channel grow to help enhance the capabilities and experience for you, the fans, and the players. If you know it, and wait on this next pitch, ball 2. If you know anyone that likes broadcasting or like to have fun broadcasting, we're looking for broadcasters for sure. When we do come back to Destin, I'd like to be able to expand the coverage and cover more teams and more fields. And that's strike 2, so it evens the count at 2-2. So you can put that in the chat, which I'll check later because I can't check it at the moment. or just email us at tbussa@gmail.com. Strike 3, and that's 2 outs. So that brings in Aiden. On deck is Davis. They are pinch running Jacob for Eli now. Aiden steps in. And the pitch. There goes Jacob. Swing and a miss. That gets past Jacob. And the Jacob for the wave goes into second base. And it's ball 1 to Aiden. It's a ball inside. It's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. There goes Jacob. Ball inside. Throw down to third. Not in time. That's a 3-0 count. And Jacob is at third with 2 outs. And the pitch. Foul ball right here at the plate. Same time we have a jet flying overhead. So 3-1. Oh, 2-2. Okay, so I did miss one there. My apologies, folks. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, one runner on at third. Top of the second. It's a ground ball to third, fielded by Jackson. Over to first, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 1.5, it's the Wave 0, the Hawks 0. Coming to bat for the Hawks in the bottom of the second, it's going to be Jacob, followed by Henry, and then Cole. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Bottom of the second inning. Again, leading off is Jacob. He'll be followed by Henry and then Cole. On the mound for the Wave now is Davis. As I mentioned, the coach did say that they would be swapping pitchers every inning, and he held true to that promise. So, with that, we'll get things underway here with the first pitch. And comes in a little high for a ball on Jacob. So 1-0 count. No score here in this one. It's a tight ball game. Some really great defensive plays. And that's ball 2. So 2-0 count. Again, coming up next is going to be Diamond Athletics and Canes Florida Panhandle. Ball outside, and it's 3-0. Again, tomorrow we'll be covering bracket play, so make sure you tune in for that. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's a ground ball to short. Just off the shortstop's leg there. Barrett had a little trouble with that one, and that puts Jacob on. So we'll charge an error to Barrett on that one. That brings in Henry, and on deck is Cole. And there is a pinch runner. It looks like it's not sure who it is yet. For Jacob, as Jacob is the catcher. There goes the runner, and that is Dalton, called strike. So Dalton running for Jacob. He stands down at second base. Here's the pitch by Davis. Ball low. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner on second. Davis goes to second base. Dalton is back in time. Again, thanks for joining us here on the channel. Glad to have you. Please subscribe, like, share, follow if you're on Facebook as well. Ball high, and it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, bottom of the second. And here's the 3-1. Ball high. And runners on first and second. So Cole steps in. Davis back on the mound now, gets a sign. Comes set and delivers. Ball inside. Just a little bit above Cole's head there. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. If you haven't noticed yet, there are airplanes flying right at us. We are at the end of the runway of the executive airport. Davis turns to go to second base. No one there. It's the throw to third. And he's safe. So nice heads up running by Dalton. And both Henry and Dalton move up. So 2-0 count. And the pitch. Ball 3. Everyone holds. It's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. Hawks are threatening here in the bottom of the second. And the pitch. Bunt foul. And now it's 3-1. On deck is Jackson. Made that great diving catch at third back in the top of the first inning to end the inning. And the pitch. Ball 4. Or 3-1. Okay. It's a bunt right back to the pitcher. That's going to score a run. And Cole's on. No, he's not. He's out at first. My bad. But a sacrifice bunt. RBI. And it's 1 out. As Jacob scores, Henry moves to third. And the Hawks are on the board. Called strike on the outside corner to Jackson. Again, Henry at third. Chap on deck. There's a fly ball into center field. Center fielder's under it. Henry tags and heads home. Here comes the throw. And he's safe. And it's 2-0 now, Hawks. So a sacrifice fly brings in another run. That brings in Chap with 2 outs. On deck is Easton. It looked like that was a ball outside. It looked like Henry he ran back to tag up, and the center fielder would just kind of hold the ball a little bit to see what Henry was going to do. When Henry took off, he threw it in, and I mean, it was a dime right at the plate, so it made it very close, ball 2. Nearly getting Henry at the plate. So, like I said before, some really good defense. It's a ball inside. It's a 3-0 to Chap. Again, Easton on deck. 2 runs in on no hits. And that's ball 4. So 2-out walk issued to Chap. That brings in Easton, Harper, a.k.a. Hollywood, on deck. And, wow. A really good job by Davis releasing that ball and slipping, because he could have very easily held onto it on his way down on the slip there. Which he saved a balk, and that also kept Chap at first base. Here's the 1-0. There goes Chap. That's a little bit high, and Chap easily goes into second base. So 1-0 count to Easton. So 1 ball, no strikes. Davis turns, goes to second. Chap is back in time. Eli going out to talk to Davis. Get everybody on the same page. And the pitch, there goes Chap, throw to third. Not in time. And that's 2 balls, no strikes. Two outs. And the 2-0 pitch to Easton. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, thank you for joining us here in pool play game number 2 of the FLOR-BAMA Super Regional NIT. Wow, pitch gets away. Here comes the 3rd run for the Hawks, and he's safe. So a 3-0 lead now for the Hawks, and a 3-1 count on Easton. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Okay. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Hawks put 3 across this inning. And that is strike 3. So that's 3 down. So the Hawks do pick up 3 on no hits. 1 error and nobody left. At the end of 2, it is the Hawks 3, the Wave 0. Coming up for the Wave in the top of the 3rd inning is going to be Davis, followed by Carson, and then back to the top of the order with Barrett. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. First pitch at the top of the 3rd inning. It is a ball low and outside. I'm trying to avoid the sun, but it's inevitable, so I'm not going to be able to. There's a ground ball to 3rd. Over to 1st. Just below the glove of the first baseman, and that puts Davis on. To lead things off here in the 3rd, Carson is at the plate. Ball low. Davis goes to 2nd to throw down. Very close, but safe. And the pitch. Foul tipped in the glove. That's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Top of 3. Hawks lead at 3-0. And And the 1-2 pitch from Braden. Inside, 2-2. Behind the plate is Henry, by the way. Forgot to tell you that. There's a little blooper. Pitcher gets it. Braden. Throw over to first. Gets Carson. But that does move Davis to third. That brings in Barrett. Anderson on deck. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. And Jackson has a little trouble with it. And he's safe at first. That does score a run, so the Wave is on the board and cut the lead by 2. 3-1. Or down to 2, I should say. 3-1. So Barrett's on. Charge that to Jackson as coach goes out to talk to Braden, kind of settle things down here as the Wave have something cooking here in the top of the third. On deck's Anderson. I'm sorry, now at the plate is Anderson. On deck is Keller. Still one out. And looks like we do have a pitching change. And it's going to be, I'll tell you in just a second. It's going to be Easton on the mound now, taking over pitching duties. Again, Henry's behind the plate. So glad to have you aboard here on the USSSA Sports Network. Glad to bring you the broadcast of the 12U pool play game between South Walton Hawks and Wave Baseball here in beautiful Destin, Florida at the Morgan Sports Center. Right at the end of the Executive Airport, so you can find us on a map very easily. Beautiful day for baseball. Beautiful blue sky, some nice white puffy clouds. Later today, so coming up after this will be the Canes and Diamond Athletics. All right, so here we go. Back to live action after the warm-ups have completed. Throw over to first. By Easton. Barrett got back in time. Barrett gets his lead, a pretty good size. Double extends his lead with the ball getting away from Henry. Barrett easily goes into second base. And it's ball one to Anderson. Again, Keller on deck. Called strike on the inside corner, and it evens the count at 1 apiece. Ball in the dirt, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on, 1 run in as the Wave cut into the lead. by the Hawks. Swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt. And it's now actually... It makes the count 2-2. There's a ground ball. That's going to get through for a hit in the left field. That'll put Barrett on third with nobody covering third. And Anderson's on with a one-out single as the inning continues. So runners at first and third. Still with one out. So the tying run is at first. Go-ahead run in Keller is at the plate. So Easton fakes the third, goes to first. And Anderson remains. So Anderson's on first, Barrett's on third. This time he does go to third. Barrett's easily back in time. Foul ball. And it makes it 0-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So throw down to first. That gets into right field. That's going to score Barrett. And Anderson goes to third. That's overthrown. Left fielder's there to back that one up. So Anderson will hold it second. And it's a 3-2 game. So charge an error to the catcher on that one, allows Barrett to score. Here's the pitch. That's ball in the dirt. Nice stop, though, by Henry on that one. It's 2-0. 3-2 ball game. Anderson represents a tying run at second. It's a ground ball to first. A little trouble fielding it, and Keller's safe. So runners now at first and third. The go-ahead run in Keller is at first. That'll bring in Caleb. Easton fakes the third, goes to first. Nobody moves. And the pitch. It's a ground ball down the first base line, foul. And it's going to be 0-1. So no balls, one strike. And the pitch. Ball high. Everybody holds. Nice stop by Henry. 1-1 count. Keller at first, Anderson at third. It's a fly ball to center field. Anderson tagging. Catch is made. Here comes Anderson. Here comes the throw. Cut off by Easton. Throw home. Off center. That's going to allow Keller to go to second base. And this game's tied up. So 2 down. That'll bring in Caden. And the pitch. Ball low. It's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Henry, but that allows Keller to go to third. So 2-0 count. Tie ball game. Hawks put up 3 in the bottom of the second. Wave put up 3 in the top of the third. And that makes it 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. That's ball 4. And a 2-out walk issued to Caden. Eli comes in. Go ahead runs at third base. Jacobs on deck. Ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-0 count. Ball just inside. It's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Coach goes out to talk to his pitcher, Easton. Again, the Wave put up 3 here in the... Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. See if I can tell who that is for you in just a moment. So it looks like it might be Harper, a.k.a. Hollywood, on the mound. Yes, I got it confirmed. That is Harper on the mound, taking over pitching duties from Easton. Eli will be stepping in with runners at first and third. The go-ahead run at third. I guess coming up next is going to be Canes versus Diamond Athletics. All right. So Eli, warm-ups have finished. Eli steps in with a 2-0 count. Keller at third. Caden at first. And the first pitch by Harper outside. And it's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 3 in. That ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Henry. And that loads the bases. So 2-out walk issued by Harper, who come in with a 2-0 count already on the batter. Jacob steps in, Aiden on deck, ball in the dirt. Harper has nowhere to put Jacob. And the 1-0 pitch. Called strike. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, bases loaded. Top of third. Tie ball game. And the pitch. 2-1. Harper goes to third. And Keller's back. And the pitch. Called strike 2. And Harper's brought it back even. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. And the pitch. Ball 3. That gets away. Here comes the go-ahead run. And Keller's in there. So the Wave take the lead. On the wild pitch, that moves up Caden to third, Eli to second. There could be a pinch runner out there, so I'm not sure. It's a full count, so 3 balls, 2 strikes. Harper gets a sign, delivers the payoff pitch. Call strike 3, and that ends the inning. However, the Wave put up 4 on 1 hit, but let's see, 3 errors committed and 2 left. At the end of 2.5, it's the Wave 4, Hawks 3. Coming up for the Hawks is going to be Harper, Bo, and Dalton. This is Doc from the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Keller's on the mound. Behind the plate is Anderson. There's a ball high and outside to Harper. And the bottom of the third's underway. It's a ground ball to third. Fielded. Little trouble. Over to first. They still get him. Oh, no. They call him safe. They call him safe. So Harper's on to start things off here. In the bottom of the third, up to bat is Bo. On deck is Dalton. So the coach is asked to double check that play, and the umpires agree that Harper was safe. So it brings in Bo. Again, on deck is Dalton. There's a ball high. Throw down to first. There's a pinch runner in there for Harper. Let's see who that is. I think. So the last batted out would have been Easton. Swing and a miss. And it is Easton. Throw down. Wow, what a throw by Anderson. Very close at second. But Easton sneaks in there. There's a ground ball right back to the Keller. Goes to third. There's nobody at third base. There's the throw. That gets away. And Easton will stay at third base as Bo hit into the fielder's choice, but he'll end up on second. So runners at second and third now. Nobody out. Bottom of third. Coach quickly goes out to settle his team down. Very quickly. As the Hawks are threatening here in the inning. All right. Okay, here we go. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Ball outside. So 1-0 count to Dalton. Again, Easton at third. Pinch running for Harper. Bo at second. Keller on the mound. Anderson behind the plate. And the pitch. 2-0. And here's the 2-0 from Keller. Inside, ball 3. So Keller does have a place to put Dalton. But that would load the bases with nobody out. And 3-0 pitch. And bases are loaded. All right, that'll bring in Braden. Jacobs on deck. And And the pitch. Ground ball foul. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Braden. And the pitch. Ball high. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. It's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Hawks trail by 1. The tying run at third, go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the third. It's a line shot to second base. That gets past him. That's going to the fence. And Braden is going to be on second with a stand-up 3 RBI double. And the Hawks have taken back the lead by 2, 6-4. Wow, what a shot. Just out of the reach of the second baseman. That brings in Jacob. What a ball game, back and forth between both teams. Some great defense in the first inning, and the second inning things started widening a little bit. And then both teams really exploded here in the second and third innings. There's a ball outside to Jacob. Again, Braden at second after that 3 RBI double. It's a fly ball. That's going to get down left center field in the gap. Throw comes in to home. That'll hold Braden at third on the throw. Jacob goes to second base. That'll bring in Henry. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch. Called strike. And the pitch. It's a line shot in the center field. That's going to get down. That's going to score another run. That moves Jacob to third. An RBI single for Henry. Extends the lead 7-4. There's a bunt by Cole. They get him at first, but that scores another one. Makes it 8-4. One out registered now. Henry down at second base. 5 runs in this inning. And there's a balk. And that's going to send Henry to third. I'm sorry. I thought he was running to third base. My apologies, folks. Just Cole was going into pinch run for Henry, as Henry's the catcher of record right now. So my apologies for that. Ball outside. Called strike, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. One out. Cole at second, pinch running for Henry. Strike 2. So 1-2 now on Jackson. Chap on deck. Ball outside, throw to third, not in time. It's a 2-2 count now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cole is at third. Jackson at the plate. Chap on deck. And 2-2 to Jackson. A little blooper to third, fielded over to first. That is 2 outs, but the Hawks get another one. So nice play by the third baseman. That brings in Chap with bases clear. 2 outs. Easton on deck. So ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Over to first. And that is 3 outs. So 5 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. At the end of 3, it's the Hawks 9, the Wave 4. Coming up for the Wave in the top of the 4th is going to be Aiden, Davis, and Carson. This is Doc on the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. So live action. Aiden stepping in the batter's box. On deck is going to be, there's a ball to Aiden. On deck is Davis. I'm trying to move out of the sun as much as possible. That's not good. Called strike. And that's 1-1. Foul tip, strike 2, and it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's 2-2. And that makes it a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Harper's still on the mound. It's a line shot in the center field. Wow! Oh, I thought it was going to catch. So over the center field head. That's going to the fence. Aiden's coming into second, and he's safe. So Aiden goes into second with a leadoff double here in the top of the 4th. That brings in Davis. I believe that's 2 balls, if I'm not mistaken. Again, Aiden at second. Ball just off the plate. 3-0, I think. And I think it's 3-0 pitch, called strike. 3-1. 2-1. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself there. So 2 balls, 1 strike. There's ball 3. That gets away from Henry. And Aiden goes to third. So 3-1. And that's ball 4. So that puts runners on first and third with nobody out. Coach is going out to talk to Harper. Let's see if he makes a pitching change. It doesn't look like he's taking the baseball. So with that, I'll stay with you here. So the break should be momentary, brother. Stay with you here. So the break should be momentary, brother. And there is a pitching change. Let's see who it is. Looks like might be Cole. Let me just double check here. It is. So Cole's now on the mound. So while Cole's warming up, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc with USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back. Carson steps in. Cole's on the mound. Throw over to first. He's trying to get Davis. Foul ball. I believe that's ball 2. That gets away from Henry. Aiden holds at third. Davis goes to second. I believe it's 2-1. Foul ball right here. And I believe it's 2-2. It's like it's 1-2, if I'm correct. The ball's outside. It's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out still. Runs at first and third. Hawks lead at 9-4. Full count. So we will proceed like nothing happened just now. Ball inside. Base is loaded. So nobody out. That brings in, as the bases are loaded, that brings in Barrett. Nobody out. Ball in the dirt. I believe that's 1-0. 2-0, excuse me. The ball's inside, gets behind Barrett. Aiden holds at third. That's 3-0. That's ball 4. So that walks in the 5th run for the Wave. That cut into the lead. Bases remain loaded. Nobody out. Coach is out to talk to his pitcher. And while he's doing that, we'll take a quick break and make some adjustments to our equipment. We'll be back. This is Doc on the USSSA Sports Network. Okay, so we're back. Had a little equipment malfunction, but it looks like we're okay. Picture looks all right. And here we go. Dalton's on the mound now, by the way. It's a ball low. Time has expired, according to the field umpire. So that means that if the Wave do not put up 4 more runs, called strike, we will not go to the bottom of the inning. Or at least 5. So 1-1 count to Barrett. Or no, not. Sorry, Barrett's at first. He got walked. Anderson, my bad, folks. All right. Ball outside. That gets away. Davis holds it third. I believe it's 2-2. No, 2-1. Sorry about that. Oops. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Time runs at home. It's a 9-5 ball game. Ball up. And now it's 3-1. Now Dalton has nowhere to put Anderson. And the pitch. And ball 4. And it's a 9-6 game. Bases remain loaded. Still nobody out. Ground ball foul right here at the plate. Keller's at the plate. Caleb's on deck. Ball low and outside. That's 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Hawks desperately need an out. It's a fly ball into right field. Right fielder's under it. And makes the catch. 1 away. So 1 down. There's a basket catch, as a matter of fact. Bases remain loaded. That brings in Caleb. Caden on deck. And the pitch. Line side of the left field. That's going to get through for a hit. That's going to score 1. And it's a 9-7 ball game. Bases remain loaded. Nobody out. There's a ground ball to short. Weird hop over to third. Gets the runner at third. Runner at third was not going, or runner at second didn't go. So they got the lead force out there. So it's 2 down. It does score another run. Scores Barrett. That brings in Eli. So line side to left field, that's getting down for a hit. And that's going to tie the game. And it's going to tie the game. So 9-9 ball game. On an RBI double. By Eli. Puts Caden on third. That scored Caleb. There's a ground ball up there. What a catch! A line drive catch by the second baseman. That's Cole. Wow, what a catch. And this game is, maybe I gave too many runs. Maybe it was 9-8. It is 9-8, and that's the ball game. All right. So, wow, what a catch by by Cole out there. Or wait a minute. No, I'm confused. I'm not sure what's happening here yet. Oh, it is 9-9. Okay. As I stated.
Oh, okay. So it's right now. Okay. So that's how they're taking the next one.
All right, so the ball game's tied. All right, so the Hawks, or the Wave, have come back and tied this one. They were down 9-4. Come back and tied it. And with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back. Anderson is still behind the plate. Barrett is now on the mound. As we get ready to get things underway here. Again, leading off for the Hawks. I'll double check that for you in a second. That's going to be Easton, it looks like. Here in the bottom of the fourth. So Easton's 0 for 1. On deck is Harper. He reached on error in this tie ball game. It's a ball low and outside. To start things off here in the bottom of the fourth. So what a back and forth game this has been. A lot of good defense, a lot of offense, swing and a miss. That's 1-1. So Easton represents the winning run at the plate at the moment. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of 4. Game time. The game clock has expired, so time's expired. So this will be the last at bat, and it is now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. 2-2. On deck is Harper, a.k.a. Hollywood. And the pitch. It's a ground ball to third. A little trouble fielding it, and Easton's on. So we'll have to charge an error on the third baseman for that one as Easton reaches first. So Harper steps in. On deck is Bo. Throw over to first. Easton gets back. Again, Barrett on the mound. Anderson behind the plate. And foul tip on the bunt attempt. Oops, excuse me. Makes it 0-1. Scoreboard guy's a little behind there, so I got on him, and I think we're good to go. And the pitch. There's a bunt. Wow, what a catch by the pitcher! Throw to first, double play! Wow, what a job by Barrett. That's twice in this game. He's pulled off a double play on his own. Wow. I just wow is all I got to say. Incredible play by Barrett. That's 2 outs. So this one may end in a tie. There's a ground ball up the middle, and it's in for a base hit. And Bo is on with a 2-out single to keep things going here in the bottom of the 4th. Wow, that was something. Diving catch off the mound by Barrett. There's the pitch, ball low outside. That allows Bo to go to second. On that play, though, Easton thought that he got the bunt down and said he popped it up. And by the time Barrett caught it, Easton was standing down at second base, and Barrett just got up through it to first, and that was that. Pitch outs, nothing doing. 2-0 now to Dalton. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Some really great defense in this game, folks. So I recommend going back and watching. There goes Bo, and he's safe into second base. I didn't realize I made him go back, so my apologies for missing that. And it's 3-0. There's the 3-0 pitch. Pop fly foul down the right field line. That's nearly caught by the first baseman. Just dropped, and he has new life. Awesome. Thank you. So following this game will be the Canes and Diamond Athletics. We'll go at it head-to-head. And a 3-1. Swing and a miss. And full count. Or 2-2, sorry. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Winning run at second. Braden on deck. And that's ball 3. That moves Bo to third. So full count. It's a ground ball. That's getting through. And the Hawks have come back and won this one 10-9. So a walk-off single by Dalton And the Hawks finish this one 10-9. Wow, what a game, folks. If you want to go back and watch this one for sure. It's a very exciting game between both teams. Again, thanks for joining us here on the UTSA Sports Network. Upcoming next is going to be Canes versus Diamond Athletics. This is Doc with the UTSA Sports Network. We'll be back shortly.